Hello App Spy viewers, this is Mark Brown, editor of pocketgamer.co.uk, and a bunch of us have been at EGX this week in that they're in London to see mobile games, mostly avoiding the sort of hours-long Call of Duty queues and hiding out in the indie bit to see all the mobile games and get away from the stench of death and farts. Speaking of death, this is Haunt the House Terrortown, a game where you play as a ghost, which is a dead person. And the goal of the game is to jump into different objects, like I'm going to jump into this pot here, and then I can sort of possess it and move it about and do different actions with all these different items, with the overall goal of scaring people out of the house. So you're kind of herding them around kind of like sheep, so if they're upstairs you want to scare them so they go downstairs, or if they're in the basement they go up to this sort of main hall where that clown is juggling and the guy with the funny hat, and then out of the doors. I find it a little bit tricky at times to really get to grips with exactly how you do that. Some people just don't want to run out the doors, they'll go off in a blind panic and just run upstairs, exactly the opposite of what you want them to do. But it's a very cute and charming game, and it's very interesting to see what all the different items do, like this horse, this rocking horse does a certain thing, and this doll, you can move it about. Which is kind of creepy. You also got characters like this clown dude who is not scared and not running about the house. You've got to figure out the exact object you need to possess to get rid of him. In this case, it is this one, the fruit bowl, and dropping the banana on him makes it fall over and die. And then you can be his ghost later in the game, apparently. The game is from SFB Games, who last made the fantastic Detective Grimoire, and you can see a sort of similar style and cartoony, over-exaggerated artwork there. This game came out a long-ish time ago on PlayStation Mobile and PC, but now it's coming to iPad, and it feels quite nice on iPad because you can just double tap on an object and you'll zip your little ghost man to possess it, or you can drag your finger around the screen like I'm doing now, and seeing, you know, what objects you can and can't possess by flying over them. It's yeah, like I said, it's a very good looking game, and you want to possess each item just to see what happens. So in this crazy monster skeleton comes out, and this zaps the nurse and murders her, and every object can do a different thing. And in this part of the game, I've actually got the developer to show me how to play the game, because he was much better at it than me, for obvious reasons. And you've also got this bar along the bottom where you can see the house getting more and more terrified, and that allows you to do more and more things with each item. So it's a puzzle game of sorts, but it's also, you know, there's no set solution. You're trying to figure out sort of organically what you need to be doing at each time to get people around. So you want to herd people downstairs and then jump downstairs and herd them out the door, and hopefully that all goes to plan. The game should be coming out in October-ish time, sometime around Halloween, for iPad at least, and there will also be an Android version and maybe an iPhone version if the developers can get the interface to work properly on a phone. This has been Mark Brown from Pocket Gamer and App Spy. Thanks so much for watching. Bye!